step away until the day I will be gone. Baby, you're a shooting star or a rising star. Name yourself in a galaxy. Don't let the others fool your mind. Put your mind on only your tenacity. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Name yourself in a galaxy. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. It's the necessity. Infinite loop of fall and rise. We fall and rise again and again, again, then again. 반짝이는 수많은 stars. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you're a shooting star or a rising star. Name yourself in a galaxy. Don't let the others fool your mind. Put your mind on only your tenacity. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Name yourself in a galaxy. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. It's the necessity. Do you see how I effortlessly get it right? 그리 다른다고 다 되는 것도 아니야. You could try it all you want and waste your time. You look ahead, a million people in the line, but I'm one step away until the day I will be gone. Baby, you're a shooting star or a rising star. Name yourself in a galaxy. Don't let the others fool your mind. Put your mind on only your tenacity. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Name yourself in a galaxy. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. It's the necessity. They say you gotta win it. Step over them. Go get 'em. They say you gotta win it. Step over them. You think that's right?
It's all about the mindset. Just focus on yourself. It's all about the mindset.
Keep moving on. I'm one step away until the day I will be gone. Baby, you're a shooting star or a rising star. Name yourself in a galaxy. Don't let the others fool your mind. Put your mind on only your tenacity. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Name yourself in a galaxy. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. It's the necessity. Infinite loop of fall and rise. We fall and rise again and again, again, then again. 반짝이는 수많은 stars. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you're a shooting star or a rising star. Name yourself in a galaxy. Don't let the others fool your mind. Put your mind on only your tenacity. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Name yourself in a galaxy. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. It's the necessity.
Hi, honey. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my sanctuary. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing wonderful. And whether you are, whether you aren't, you are in the right place, honey. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are going back to the spirit of the North. Hello, Metallic. Thank you for the bongos. Thank you for the bongos that are still in shadow for some reason. I forgot to address that. It's okay. We just had the shadow bongo cat for now. Ah. Oh, honey, I am excited to actually make progress. Because last time, we did not do very much for the hours that we were trapped. Oh, man. Okay. I have the game here. Let me just load in. Load! Waiting! Come with me. Come with me. This way. Yes. There you go. Okay. Now, I right away realize, hold on, wait, hold, wait, hold. You need to be there. Ah, there we go. Okay. I am a fox with antlers. I forgot how I got these, but I have them. And if I recall, there's a boss fight. There was a boss fight at the end of this tower. And we have to, like, get these going. Round up all these pieces of red glowing rubble. Oh, I forgot. It's like limited time. Right. We'll figure it out. We'll be playing this for a few hours. Because I do have a collab tonight. But I felt like Spirit of the North has been a nice way to sort of pass the time until collab. I have been changing things around the sanctuary bit by bit. Hopefully today my mic audio is not as obnoxious. It's probably something that only I noticed, but I forgot to account for the fact that my mic is quite a bit closer than in my previous desk setup, so ever since moving all that stuff around, it's just been little things. Okay. Where is this last piece? Wait, I remember. We had to, like... go through the vines, didn't we? We have to go through these vines. And run. How do you sprint? Ah, that's how. Yeah, I figured we wouldn't get there in time. Gonna relearn all my controls. Let's wait for this to recharge. And while that's recharging, I can do streamer things and calibrate things. You know? Nerdy shit. Okay. Let's set this to... It used to be 0.5. Let's do that. Ho ho. Okay. Alright. We gotta sprint the whole way. There we go. Easy breezy. It's almost like we've done this before. And there's proof. And there's the proof. Okay. Is this not where I'm supposed to be going? Yeah, it is. The Garden of Spirits. Where's the plants? I guess it's this blood grass. Yes. Well, Phantom is gonna wake up the demon. We know, this last time. I think, anyway. Or will I? Or am I the one? Am I the one? Oh! Okay. This is not a traditional boss fight. This is more of a puzzle. They got me on a leash, which I hate, by the way. There's like a series of like pillars we gotta interact with, I think. Like they're all up on top of those though. Wait for you to finish doing your thing. Okay, and get distracted so then I can go over here. This leash, I hate it. I can't get over there. Oh, do I have to do what? I have to do this, don't I? Oh. You could probably just stay in one spot and be fine. Couldn't you? Are you? Oh! Okay, we got a spirit time. And go up here. No, you fuck! Go up there. Up there. Up there. Boom. Got it. Boom. Got it. Why is the music so intense? What could you possibly do besides this? It's not that, like, climactic. Oh. You actually got me that time. Okay. So, it's parkour time. Parkour. 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 I said, it's parkour. Why are you so limited on time to jump? That's so stupid. Why can't you have an out-of-body experience for longer? Can we upgrade you? Because that's ridiculous. Increase spirit energy by 1. Would that help? I think maybe that's what I need. I just need more. That's health, yeah. Not enough skill points. Oh, never mind. I can't even do it. Never mind. Can't even do it. I don't really have any runes. It's almost like maybe I should have been going out to go pick up more runes. I don't know how I'm gonna make that jump. I don't want to take a screenshot. I want to close the menu. Thank you. Take a screenshot of my failure. Okay. This is stupid. This is stupid. It's not even exciting. It's not even challenging. It's just annoying. You know? It's just annoying. Wow. I feel like I needed to go get a lot more spirit energy or whatever. Anyways. Just because. How far into this game are you? Only played it for a bit and got stuck. I got to the deer boss. I don't know how many bosses I had. I think it might be the second boss. Over here. The stag. Temple of the Stag. That's where I've been. That's where I be. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. My phone just kept buzzing. I was like, what the hell's going on? It's like Amber Alert or something. Jeez. My phone never goes off. Okay. Spirit of the North. Hello, Larkin. Indeed. Spirit of the North. But yeah, we got stuck at a spot that requires a lot more spirit energy than what we got. So I don't know what we gotta do. Do we have to like... We just can't do it yet. Also, what's this over here? That might be snow? I'm not sure. Mossy home. Get me out of this. Get me out of this map. Thank you. I don't know. They might want you to do some grinding in this game. Quite a bit more than I thought. Which, if that is the case, I don't know. I don't know if I will stream it again. I don't know if I will. I've had the week of all time. It's been an awful 5-day endeavor / recovery, and I'm still not done. Really? Oh, from the hacking attempt? I guess it wasn't an attempt, it was a thing and it happened. I'm curious how many other people though have played this game and may have run into some of the same snags that I have. I don't even know how to get out of here. How do we do the glide? That's not it. He lost everything. I'm so sorry. How do... Oh, that's how. SokAni, I missed you! Hello. Not as much as I've missed you, honey. Hello, welcome back, Axon. Axon? Ax off. I'm on my PC for the first time today. In 3 weeks. Well, honey, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. What is this? Need 100 crystals for this. And I don't even think I have been collecting any. Have I? No, I have 0. Honestly, I probably have 0 because I died. At the top, right. We have to go collect our corpse just because we lost all of our money. I remember. How are you? I have a 4-day weekend for my birthday, so I'm feeling great. Oh, happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday. I'm doing all right. I have been in the process of making some changes around the sanctuary. Everything from music to visuals to just fine-tuning audio. I've been a busy bee. A busy bee. I was experimenting with the dynamic lighting thing in combination with my overlay. I've just been kind of looking over like, testing, toasting, It's not too bright, is it? Even if I look at the sun? Yeah, it's working out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Now we get flashbanged with like a white loading screen though. That I don't quite know how to get around that one. That just is what it is. Do you have any favorite music artists or genre? So I grew up on Black Sabbath, and from there, from my parents' music of 80s, 90s metal and grunge, I also got into like a lot of emo stuff in the 2000s. And then beyond that, I haven't really explored music. Like, that's just where my music paused for me. I would say my favorite artist, I'm not just saying it because he passed away. Ozzy Osbourne. Probably. If we're just saying a single music artist, if I have to choose a favorite, I would probably choose him. I don't know how to get back up here. Okay, we're even farther down. I'm so sad I missed the Diablo stream Sunday. I'll 100% be watching the VOD this week. Yeah, it was interesting. We beat Duriel, the boss of Act 2, and we did it with nothing but my clay golem and the Iron Maiden curse. And it worked. I'd never done it before. What is this? Is this some kind of puzzle? I don't know. I'd never managed a summoner necromancer, like getting him through Act 2 on my own. I always had to like get in help off of like multiplayer or whatever. I was quite proud of myself. I was like, hey, I'm doing this for childhood SokAni. I did it for you. Hello, Moon. Hi. Hi, honey. You were at the end of the Chillo's Art game that we played last night. There was a ghost in the bathhouse that was in the floors and in the walls. I thought of you. I think I said it on stream. I was like, man, I wish Moon was here. Summoner Necro is good all the way until hell mode. It gets a little hard in hell. I imagine so. It is hell. But it was great. The only thing about that particular VOD, if you go and watch it, is I do get tired. I do get really tired in that stream. So like the second half of it is just like ASMR, tired SokAni, EP SokAni. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's enjoyable to listen to. I don't know. I missed the Chillo's Art stream. It totally slipped my mind. It's okay. It's okay. That's what the VODs are for. It was a good time. I meant to get around to like a third Chillo's Art game to first Digicam, but I wasn't able to. Shikansen Zero and the bathhouse turned out to be much longer than I thought they would. I'm going in circles. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. I love open world exploration shit. Don't get me wrong. But I don't like the type of quote unquote an open world that is like everything is bottlenecked. You know what I mean? You have to go very specific paths. It's the illusion of an open world because there's only one way in and one way out. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Anyways. VOD save lives. And thick thighs. Right? I love my VOD watchers. I try to put in a special message for my VOD watchers. Every day. Like right now. Hey. Are you watching the VOD right now? Honey. I see you there. I see you there watching my VOD. Or listening to it in the background. Thank you so much. Honey. You are amazing. I want you to know. Don't give up. Or whatever it is you're doing. There you go. You see, if you were a VOD watcher, then that would have been for you. How do I get up there? I don't know how. I don't know how. Maybe this way. Interesting. I've also been thinking about how we're coming up on the end of our roadcraft series. I think we only one more map after the one we're on. It's crazy. How do I go? Where a path? That's what I want to know. Again, the illusion of an open world. illusion. It's too bad I can't parkour. Too bad I can't just climb like Ezio. Ezio Direttore da Firenze. Which I may or may not be playing on Sunday. Little hidden message for you all, okay? It's a secret. That's my backup game if the collab doesn't work out on Sunday. Okay? Don't tell anyone, it's a secret. A secret to everyone. To VOD watchers, we love you, honeys. We do. We do. Oh my god. There's no way up here. What is the point of designing all of this architecture for players to explore where you just give them dead ends at every turn? It's not satisfying. In fact, I'm quite unsatisfied. I'm quite frustrated. You're lost. Me? Lost? No, I'm not lost. I just can't find the needle in the haystack, as it were. Okay? Right? I know exactly where I am. I do. But I don't know where it is. Path, come to daddy. Yes. Daddy was to find the path. Oh, Temple of the Stack. Is this it? Is this how we get in? When it comes to music though, I only touched on like metal, right? Which I really enjoy. If it's loud, if it's passionate, hey, I love it. But in that sort of vein, I really like classical music too. There's a weird crossover for me. I'm picky about pop. I am. But I can like that as well. In fact, those of you who were around for the intro of today, you may have heard a bit of pop music in the intro. I'm trying to change some things in regards to how we start stream. Be a bit more upbeat. How do I get... There's nothing here. This is another dead end, isn't it? Through here. I ask myself, what is it that people love about this channel? Who is the SokAni Starfire? What is he? I know I'm talking in third person. And I told myself, SokAni Starfire is confidence and bravado and positivity. That's what SokAni is. Okay? And so I feel like I need stronger branding around those themes than I've had. Which you might be thinking, what are you talking about? You've been doing a great job. But honey, I feel like I could do better. So that's what I'm trying to do. Sokar Starfire, Femboy Simp. That's not my image. That's not my brand. That's not my theme. But it is, I would say, what do you call it? A subtitle. It's one of my titles, but, you know. Okay, I think I finally found my way. Oh my goodness, I found our way back. Okay. We gotta find our body. Find the body that we are missing. I do not know where it is. I thought it was here. I thought it was here. There it is. And I don't know if I want to go back up here. I don't know if we can even get it done with only 4. And if that's the case, why do they even let me come up here? You know what I mean? I feel like if you don't have enough, they should gate you out of it. Like Sky. With like a shimmering barrier that's like, you need 10 more spirits or whatever. I don't know. Because what if I don't have enough? I'll try it one more time. But like, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. I don't want to spend my whole stream doing this. I'm not that kind of streamer. I have more pride than patience. You understand? Which is why I always say, you'll never see me play Elden Ring, you'll never see me play Dark Souls. Unless, ironically. I might play those games ironically. For fun, just to laugh at me, like for a special event. But I'm not gonna do a long series. I know myself. I get frustrated. I get so frustrated, I get tired. I'm just like, no. I don't think I will. I've always been that way. Okay, so we got that one. The one on the right is the one. That one right there. A Minecraft stream, perhaps? That is actually more likely, yeah. That could happen. Minecraft is more my jam, I would say. As long as it brings in good people, I really don't want to have to deal with a fan base of people that are like backseating me. Weird. I don't know if Minecraft would bring in those kinds of people. We'll see. Which is not a big deal. I can just tell people to stop. I have no qualms about disciplining people, honey. I can do it. If I gotta, I will do what I must. I can't see. There. Okay. I think it is possible, chat. I think that if we don't let our dreams be dreams, we just have to be fast. Flashbang test. Hey, it's not that bright. My model does brighten up, but it didn't blind me. We did it. That was a very anticlimactic resolution to that fight. He just... Okay, I guess I'll just become bones again. Okay. Now what? Did I win? What do I get? Nothing? I'm so confused. I don't know what just happened, but okay. I guess we won. Is there nothing I need to do here? Do I need to, like, interact with your bones? Do I need to... I'm in your bones. What you gonna do? Ah. There we go. Should have made it more obvious. I almost turned away. Okay, guys, so it was possible to get him with a limited amount of spirit goo that we have, but I had to just be very fast. Putting that in your quote book. We do have a quote channel on the Discord. Oh. There's people. There's Bear. Bear Man. Man Bear. Let's see. Right, I forgot there was a story to this where there's like different tribes. And the bear tribe is like really, they're not good. They conquered all the other tribes, and their leader is like this shaman who wears like a bear pelt or whatever that we saw in the vision there. Grief and joy. Oh, he's got a blue flowers now. Well, cool. It's all different. It's all greenified. Is this a portal? Oh dear. Weird. I don't... What do you want from me? Do you want me to, like... Oh! Oh, this keeps me charged. What the hell? Oh, use the dream catcher to, like, teleport your body to your spirit. Ah. Okay, then. But what was the point of that? This? I hope this leads to something good. You better not waste my time. My father doesn't like it when you waste his time. I feel like it's a secret leading me to something. Purple Space Program with Fox. Launch myself to space. Come on, go in the thing. Veilgate. What is that? Veilgate. Is it this over here? I think I can pick these up. Oh. Interesting. I know that Minecraft has changed a lot since I last played it a couple years ago, I think. So it could be interesting to go back to. It could be. Is that temporary? What am I supposed to do? Pick up all these pieces? Maybe. Is that all of them? Oh yeah, that is all of them. Look. It's open. I think it's probably a bad idea to like have my spirit leave my body while I'm in the water. I get back and I'm just drowning. I wonder what the deal is with this place. It's like, oh, is that like a temple or something? What are you? It is a face. It is goat face. Doesn't open though. Nope. And this music is very Valheim. Valley of the Ancients. What is that? Have to go do some self-care, be back soon. Okay, go do it. Go take care of yourself. It's important. More important than hanging out with me. Few things are. But that's one of them. I need a jetpack. I need a vehicle. That's what I need. Also, a little interesting detail. You can't see the shadow of my antlers. Because I suppose they're not physically here, it's just light or whatever. It doesn't block light, I guess, or specifically. This whole area is just empty. What is this? What are you? It seems like a puzzle, but I don't know. Oh wait, maybe. Probably to activate all these. Did that... Oh, I see. It made one of these things. Get back here, you! I don't think I'm supposed to catch it. I think it's just leading me somewhere. This fox has a lot of energy. To just sprint non-stop. Get up here! Get you! Eh! Get it! Get it! Get it! Is it not gettable? Oh, wait a second. This is like one of the glyphs or runes or whatever that we saw, huh? Do I have to like... this? Oh! Get on it. Get on it. And the jumping. Don't fall, please. You've come too far. Okay, what do we do from here? Oh. How do I get up there? Oh, treasure. Vixen. What? Whoa! What is that? A new fur type? A tribute to Mother. Mother. I mean, cool, I guess, but I like my black fur. actually. I don't want to be orange. I don't want to be. So are each of these statues like a different chest or what? Oh, Phantom. Hello. You were the bongos. What is this place? Bear tribe encampment. You're in a predicament? You're always in a predicament. You are the person that I know who doesn't get in any more predicaments than you. What is the point of this place? Oh. Log of the Mighty. Mosswood burns and their guardian is defeated. We now turn our attention to Stormvale, the fortified highlands of the Ram tribe. I'll tell you to stream because it's wild. Nothing could surprise me. It is an interesting life that you lead. Just collectibles out here. No, I don't have salad. I will never have salad as a redeemable, throwable thing. Don't count on it. Man, I almost wish that this setting was like a human fantasy setting and I could just be like a person with a horse and go galloping around here. I can't recall if Skyrim had like open landscapes like this. I feel like Skyrim was pretty, is there a fire over there? There's a light for sure. I thought that Skyrim had pretty tight landscapes. There was mountains everywhere. It was the illusion of being a vast landscape. I think Skyrim was actually had less traversable land than Oblivion. I'll be looking for a while, trying the new Battlefield 6. Ooh! You know, I heard a lot of people were enjoying it. It looked pretty cool. I can appreciate shooters that are not the like hero shooter battle royale bullshit. I'm not into any of that. But it looked pretty cool. Because it was more like you play as a class or whatever instead. Although I heard there was an issue with like if you damage the tank treads, you can immobilize a tank. And if you are piloting a tank and it happens to you, you don't really have any way of knowing. And so that's like an exploit people have been using. Well, this is where we came from. What about GF6? I don't know what that is. What is that? Girlfriend 6.0? I wouldn't know about it. Hey, have you been sitting for the past hour or so? Because it's time for an hourly break. It is time. Get up off your ding darn asses and go stretch, okay? Touch some grass. Isn't that what the kids say? Isn't that what the youth say? Oh. I will be back in a few minutes. I will see you shortly. Have some music. Ooh. Ooh. I'm still gonna wait until all the hype dies down and see the complete product. I can respect that a lot, Metallic. Especially these days, you have to be careful with new games. People get all hyped up and pre-order the shit out of everything, and then it turns out to be like, so I respect that. I respect that. Okay, I'll be back. Be good. Mwah. Hi, honey. Hello. I've returned. And so have you, I trust. I love how our fox is so unbothered by the rain, by the storm. That was fast? What do you mean? That was the normal amount of time. That was a normal amount of time, actually. I think. What? 1 minute. Nuh-uh. 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 Never minding the lurking, friend needed a break, so I'm here. Well, welcome back. Welcome back from the shadows. Good to have you. You know, the other day absolutely made my night. I had someone who had apparently been lurking on that channel for a bit and tell me, like, my streams were like a really crucial part of their routine, getting ready for work. And I thought that was just really cool. You know, you'd never know who's out there who is like already such a big fan. I could be part of a lot of people's routines. Thank you for the headpats. All of my toggles are very dark and shadowy because of this very complex group of filters that I'm using. I need to look into it, see if it's possible to fix it. Half through a 12-pack. Wow. I'm not a drinker myself, if you are referring to that. Not that I have anything particularly against anyone who does, but I've just never been someone who enjoyed the flavor. Whenever I have a drink, it was always like very fruity, flavored, very low alcohol content. But it could also be because maybe TMI, but like my mom was quite a heavy drinker, and so I grew up around a lot of that. It was like the side of her I didn't like so much. But I'm not gonna rain on anyone's parade for enjoying a drink. Leave it to the gay guy to like fruity drinks. Way to perpetuate this stereotype. It's a stupid stereotype. Sorry, I like things that taste good. I prefer flavor. Wow. Do straight men not prefer flavor in their drinks? Boring. Boring. drinks, okay, I like fruity drinks too. Yeah, like a good strawberry daiquiri. That was one of my favorites. In terms of the adult drinks. Stuff like that. It's like, okay, that's fine. What's going on here? Parkour? Oh, that's damaging, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh, I can just go ghost. Become ghost. But I see the dream catcher way over there. Gotta recharge. Gotta recharge. Speaking of fruity drinks, there's a guy I met through work. Axon, you met someone? Be careful. Be careful mixing business with pleasure. Not that I'm saying it can't work, but it's an awful risk you take. Go up. Yeah. Were you the one that I talked about this with? I can't remember. Someone on stream was like asking me for dating advice or something about like meeting someone through work, and I was like, not to say it can't happen, but just be prepared for the consequences if it doesn't. The awkwardness. What is in here? I might have, and maybe it was you. Okay. This is weird. I probably can't walk through that. I probably have to do the ghost thing. Here. Is there anything even? There's nothing even over there. I wonder. Like, where's the dream catcher? Usually there is a dream catcher and I don't see one. Does it damage me to go in here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it hurts a lot actually. But I thought I had a rune that protected me against the stuff. Use spirit energy to repel death fog. Yeah. Yeah. Did I miss anything important in last week's streams? Last week, what happened last week? Oh, I don't know. I don't think anything too eventful happened last week. I believe Inumaki made those keychains and like plush badges of me. I believe that was last week. My sense of time is weird. That was pretty cool. That's the most eventful thing I could think of that comes to mind. Okay, let's just sprint. Ah, there was something back here. Dark blue. As as a color scheme. Which to this day I say is like one of the most thoughtful gifts I've ever received. I say received, but like I didn't actually like physically receive it. It's just like, just knowing it was made, just knowing it's out there, and just seeing the images of it. That's what I mean. It's something I've always wanted. Wanted to see my face on stuff like that. They'll be watching the D2 Resurrection VOD at some point. It was in NYC when you were streaming, so I couldn't watch. Ah, the Big Apple. The New York City. I've never been. I have been in the Midwest my entire life. That's all I've known all my life. I'm like Anakin on Tatooine. I frequently have dreams where my VTubing career kicks off and gets me to travel. So like in my dreams, I do a lot of traveling. But in real life, no, I'm very sedentary. And I'm not someone who enjoys flying. I don't like the idea of being in a plane. I've seen too many news stories about things going wrong with planes, and you could make the argument that like, oh, like we've even talked about it on the channel. The nature of news in the modern day, especially, it is all based on what sells and the algorithm and what you click on more. But honey, I can't do it. Just scurry. I was so overwhelmed. My first time in the city ever. I'm a Cali boy at heart, but I've been living in small cities for 7 years now. I can feel that. Now I can relate to that very, very much so. Very, very much so. While I'm not going to dox myself live on the stream, I will say, I had only ever grown up in very small towns. For my whole life. And then as an adult, I moved to a more populated city and was absolutely culture shocked. So I feel that. The city I live in has like 2,500 people in it. New York City is like 2,500 people every square inch. Yeah, no, yeah, I feel that. I completely understand that feeling. And it is a lot to see so much traffic, to see so many different kinds of people, to see so many different kinds of services and restaurants and things. It's like, oh my God. Back where I come from, there's only like 1 or 2 stores you go shopping at. Where I come from, there were just like a single road that had all the fast food places. What was it? There'd be like a church and a used car salesman on every corner. There was not much going on. And mainly went to go to Yankee Stadium for a game. I always told my mom I would take her. It was a nice tribute. I was happy to finally go. Oh, that's very sweet. That is very, very sweet. I was hoping to take my own mom to a particular game. I never was able to. Unfortunately. That's cool that you had that though. Do I need to go up or down? I keep changing my mind. I think this doesn't like, I don't know. He's a mystery to me. He's mysterious to me. Where I came from though, originally, you know, I grew up in a very sort of religious background and people lived in their bubble and would try to get me to be afraid of everything outside of it. And so moving away from there was kind of scary because of all the stories and things, all the fanciful tales I've heard of the world beyond being just absolute hell, right? Everything beyond in the cities of man, it's just a nightmare. There's crime everywhere. You're gonna be like it's just awful, terrible, horrible. But imagine my surprise when it wasn't. I think I gotta go down. I think I gotta go down. Vertigo! Ooh, okay. I have a necklace with her ashes in it, so took that with me. I was sitting there in my seat when we got the stadium. I was so happy. Oh, that's so sweet. I remember being asked whether I wanted to have something like that. And I didn't do it. I don't know if I had any particular reason why. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to move on because it was so painful. But I can definitely understand people who are the opposite. Maybe that is helpful in some way. Everyone has their ways of processing, you know? Am I supposed to do something here? Why is... I am like confused. Maybe this is just a save point. I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be something. Everyone agrees in their own way. I hope you're okay with me bringing this stuff up. Oh yeah, it's total. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. I'm not bothered at all. I think that it's important that we be more willing to talk about it, honestly, openly. Because it's when we don't that it becomes a problem, because it gets all bottled up, you know? Maybe I am supposed to go up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's something down there. There's definitely something down there. But I can't dive, I don't think. Can I? Went to Grand Central Station in my sea life. Long dream of mine since I love trains. Found out there's now an Apple store in this station. That's funny. I like trains too. I love them. One of my favorite games is called Transport Fever 2. I played on stream a long time ago. Would like to play some more of it. Especially since I have a dual PC setup and I could potentially run a game on like the largest map size. That would be fun. Because before I couldn't really do that. I had to keep it small. Is this? I can't go ghost anymore. Did I soft lock myself? Because if I have, that would be bad. I can't use my spirit energy. Oh, wait. That's why. Look at the railroads online. Think it would be a hoot to see on stream. I will definitely do the Googling. What am I supposed to do here? That glows, but I don't know why. When I say I like trains though, I don't like the super deep simulator of trains. Like you put me in the cockpit of a train and all that. Like, okay, now you actually have to do it like it's your job and know all the levers and buttons. Then it's like, I don't like trains that much. I just like watching them move. I like looking at them and watching them move. I don't want to be one. It's like femboys. Trains are like femboys. Pretty to look at, love to watch them move. I don't want to be one, personally. I'm an admirer. Want me to send it in the suggestion box to remind you? You could put it in Game Gab. You could put it in the Game Gab channel. It's for gabbing about the games. We need to reduce the water level. Don't we? I don't know how. What am I doing? I don't know. There's like a glowing fragment in this skeleton's hand. I guess they painted this, is the implication. Yeah, there's a bowl of blue paint as well. But what are they trying to lead me to? Oh, yeah, I like hearing the choo-choos and watching them. The femboy quote just went in the quote channel. It's true, though. They are lovely. Okay. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I've trapped myself, you guys. This seems like definitely some kind of button, but I don't know how to activate it. I feel like this room has something in it, but I don't know what. Is that a foot? Is that a hand? What is that? Skeletal. Jump this way. I'm jumping that way. I'm jumping this way. I don't... This is definitely a game that can't offer any assistance in. No, it's one of the things I don't like about it is it's not clear about anything. It is very non-communicative. This game is a non-communicative femboy. Pretty, but just doesn't communicate anything. It's very frustrating. Oh, tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Just tell me what you want. Please. Use your words. Use your words. Please. It literally is. This is like, the cave paintings are like emoji, right? Use your words. This femboy only communicates in emojis. It's frustrating. I myself have never dated a femboy. It seemed like a lot of work. It can be. It can be. Yes. Yes, they can be. There's something of a, I don't know, a myth, an image, a ghost, a mirage. Back and feeling much better. Welcome back, Nova. Welcome back. I'm stuck at the bottom of this pit and I don't know how to get out. I don't know what's going on. But hey, maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll meet more of them. This is one of my ulterior motives, chat, is to meet the femboy VTubers, okay? Eventually. I don't know what to do, I'm stuck down here forever. Is there like another ability that I have that I'm not using? I don't know. We love them boys, we do. It's true. It's true. This entire channel's creation isn't like a siren's call for them. Definitely not. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, it might be time to Google. It might be time. Where am I at on this map? What is this place called? Stormgate Tower. Okay, I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna put on some jazz for you, okay? Okay? Get comfy. Get cozy. Does someone a femboy in game to assist you? Oh! Ooh. Ooh. I wish. I wish it were that easy. Okay. Okay. gonna watch a video guide. That's how desperate I am. Okay, yep, there's the annoying painting. Yep. What is this person gonna do? Oh, that? Really? That's... Oh. That's so obscure! Are you kidding me? Okay, guys, listen. Much like the femboys. Very obscure. Okay. Figured it out, though. Jazz band, fuck off. Get out of here. Get out of here. So apparently, there is a little obelisk thing right here. You seeing that? And we have to activate this. We have to get up here in spirit form and do that. I never would have figured that out on my own. Can I paint my nails a new color? What color should I do? They're already red. Oh, interesting, interesting. A new color, huh? I've always been fond of black nails. That's not really a color though, is it? It is a pigment of some kind. Okay. That there. Or purple. Purple is also good. Listen, the only femboy in my life that I know of is my partner, Annie. Annie does purple nails sometimes. Painted my nails last time like a roulette wheel. Oh, really? And was told it was unprofessional for a man and to remove it? Wow. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Well, if the sanctuary ever had a roulette wheel, I wouldn't care. In fact, maybe I would mandate it. I would mandate it. If you're gonna work the wheel, honey, you better have your nails painted. Make all the things that are rule-breaking requirement. I can't believe your hair is not dyed. Wow. You're so sad. That's how it goes sometimes. Meow, 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 meow. I opened a thing and then I forgot what I was looking at. What was I looking at? Yes. It's cute because my nails were alternating black and red, and my middle finger was green. Use the middle finger to spin the ball. Oh. And that was unprofessional? I wonder if, like, the patrons, the clients or whatever, were asked their feelings about it, how they would respond. They probably wouldn't care. What am I doing? I need to put something here, don't I? Seniors get a lot of old people. Oh, I didn't think about the boomers. I completely forgot about the boomers. Man, what's gonna happen in, once that generation dies out with the casinos, I wonder. I've never considered that until now. I need another one of these. I need to go find another one and bring it down there. I think that's what I need to do. Oh, I forgot I was in spirit form. I didn't think I was, but... Okay. Wow! You were dancing the Pink Pony Club at your table, got hate crimed, it was funny, and... Why are people like that? How dare you? How dare you be happy? You're not allowed. You're not allowed. The pursuit of happiness. I'm going in circles again, cause I don't know. Wait, oh. Hamar. Okay, so with this Hamar, I take and I guess I have to put it here again. Okay. That opens a passage. It's good that you're yourself. If you were anything else, it would be boring, and it wouldn't be you. And it's your life. In the end, morbid as it is, we all die alone. So, leave it for you. That creates that passageway, which means I can take the hammer. Yes. I live by the principle of memento mori. It is the driving force behind so much. Let me use this here. Can I not put that there? Well then... maybe I gotta put it up here. I gotta like Indiana Jones this. Unis Honest mention. Unis Honest was a huge influence for me as a content creator. During the pandemic, when shit was hitting the fan, the whole like moral of Unus Annus is what drove me to create this channel. Actually, going through my grief and shit, and then having Unus Annus, it was just like an overwhelming spiritual junction of my life where everything in the universe was just like trying to tell me time is short. Make the most of your time. Go make something. So, I made a channel. What was I trying to do? I was like, okay, I know what I was trying to do. There it goes. And you know what? It helped me a lot. Because before, I felt like I was just kind of coasting. Life was happening to me, you know what I mean? It wasn't happening with me. Gonna glide up there. Okay, now we're in its way. Oh, we're here. Finally. We had some nice chats, though, in that hole, I think, that we were trapped in for like an hour. I think, you know, we got to really know each other. And nice philosophical conversation. Take me away. Take me away! Oh, it's supposed to do the... Oh, the raven is supposed to take me up here. Okay. That makes sense. I forget I weigh less whenever the bird carries me. I don't know why. But yeah, that was a big motivating factor for me, Unus Annus, and their whole story of like, eventually this channel will be deleted, but for every day for a year, we will make a new video, prove that we can make something, making the most of our time or whatever. And I thought that was cool. The whole theme was just trying to teach people that you can do it. You can do it. Just make it. It could be absolute garbage, whatever you think of it. You think you're not ready. You think it'll not be good because you're not good enough to make something or whatever. You can only get better. You can't get worse. Just make the thing. Every day. Work on it. Don't give up. In the wise words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it. Yeah, I forgot about that meme. Oh. You tell us a fun fact about yourself? A fun fact about me. I am half deaf. My left ear, completely deaf. I was born that way. That's why my left ear in my model droops lower, to kind of indicate that. Hello, 13 heads. Hi, hi. Hello. Is that a fun fact? That's a very fun fact. Fun fact about SokAni. I also, as a child, had a speech impediment. I could not enunciate my words. My words, I had like a little bit of a stutter. And I had to take, oh my god, I had to take classes to learn how to talk properly. And as an adult, sometimes you can still hear it. Oh my god, I keep messing up. Doesn't happen as often, but like I've learned how to slow down my speaking pattern and how to speak in a way that is melodic so that I can catch it. Whoop. Where do I go from here? What is this? I don't know. There's clearly something down there. That's a fun fact. Every now and again, I will have a slight stutter, and it sucks when it happens because I'm like, oh fuck, damn it, I work so hard. Ah, there we go. But I've made do, and now I'm doing what I always wanted to do. So never let anyone tell you that you can't do anything, okay, honey? Because if you work at it, you can. You can be half deaf, have a speech impediment, but you really want to do broadcasting. You really want to do stuff with your voice. You don't care what people say. Even if you can't get the words out. Because you grew up watching like PBS and stuff, and you're like, I want to be like Mr. Rogers. And now I'm doing it. And I actually went on to do like stuff in theater and public speaking. You can do it. Fun fact is I have a disease, unfortunately, isn't very fun. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Life is a very RNG based open world sandbox game. We don't all have the same starting position. And I think that is why it is crucial for us to understand that we don't all have to be moving at the same pace. Because we've all had different starts. We've all got different conditions. Like mine. In addition to a couple other things that set me back. How do I get over this? Oh, I have a bird! Phantom, carry me, I commanded. Carry me across! This whole time I forgot. Okay. I wish I could play life on easy mode, but alas, I got stuck on hard mode. We're all playing on hardcore mode. You only got one life. It's true, and I wish to. I've been through my fair share of great difficulties. The greatest of which we'll probably be talking more about next month. But let's just say I'm a survivor of my inner demons. And I should not be alive, but I am. It was like, maybe 12, 11 years ago. So, I've had all this time I didn't think that I would have. And I'm proud of myself. What is this for? But there was a point in my life when I didn't see value in being around anymore, and how wrong I was. How very wrong I was. Listen. I don't know what that would be. Raccoon! Oh no! Well, who left the raccoon behind? So, I have my own share of non-easy mode difficulties I had in my life. And I'm here. But we're all here. And that is the most beautiful thing of all. Despite all of our hardships and all of our starting zones that we spawned into this earth on, we've met up here. We've crossed paths here, essentially, and I'm so happy about that. That we can tell our stories. Because it means we're alive, it means we're still kicking. And there's nothing that comes close to that. Knowledge that, you know, from where you came from, here you are. You know? I try to keep myself humble and remind myself of that. But there's also another part of myself that really does feel like, SokAni, you deserve to be proud as well. So it's a learning experience for me. And learn how to be proud of certain things. Have you been sitting here for the past hour, honey? Because it's time for another hourly break. Okay? So get up and have yourself a nice stretch. Go hydrate. What do you need to do to take care of you? I think I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee. They'll be gone for just a little bit, but I will be back. Okay? Be good. Mwah. Hi, honey. I'm back. I got some coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Fun facts about SokAr. He likes coffee. He likes medium dark coffee with a spoonful of sugar and either French vanilla or some kind of like caramel creamer. Yeah. What would happen if I drink a liter worth of coffee? You'd be running to the bathroom probably. And you'd be very awake. You'd be the most awake you've ever been. And as would your gastrointestinal system. It's too much. You have to sip your coffee, okay? Fun fact, SokAr is solely responsible for getting me back into my coffee addiction. It was iced coffee. Iced coffee? Look, you do you, but I gotta have my coffee hot, much like my apple cider. Other fun facts about SokAr. I got into VTubing, like watching VTubers, not being one. I started watching VTubers in, well, this is not a PC game, this is a console. In 2021, I think? Yeah. And the first VTuber that I ever watched was Shoto. Fun fact. Auto mod? What do you mean? What happened? What? Allow. I can't believe that it tried to auto mod you for the phrase gay boy. Honey, here? I am literally a gay boy. You will not be punished for saying that, which I am. That would be hypocrisy. I've never had that happen before. I'm so sorry about that. I let it through, but that's crazy. No, of course I don't discriminate. Of course, no. Apparently I can't say gay boy. No! Honey, I would never discriminate against the gays because I am one of you. It's not me, I promise. It's this machine. It's the bots. It's these filthy clankers. The droids. Okay. This. What? You heard me. My raging homosexuality is being oppressed by the clinkers. I think it's funny that you get censored for a phrase like that, but then what you just said is okay. Like, it here. Don't worry, I am the executive branch, okay? At the end of it. I will veto whatever nonsense. Whatever nonsense is trying to be done here. What do I do with this? I got a bad habit of watching cutscenes and then blacking out and coming back to reality. Like, what? 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 What happened? What did I do? I lit this up. Oh. What? Ball? Where'd Ball go? Fun fact about SokAni. I came out as gay in 2018. Actually. In September of 2018. I have the exact date somewhere because it's important to me. The more you know, so relatively recent. I did not have the luxury of being able to be out as a teen or whatever. I had to pretend, had to play pretend until I was old enough. Until I was like well into my 20s. And then I was like, hey, by the way, everybody, I'm gay. Bye. And moved out. That's what I had to do. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. You know? And was it a shit show when it happened? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It was a nightmare. But thankfully, I wasn't around for too long to deal with it. The more you know. Someone told me I only like femboys because I couldn't date guys when I was in high school because it wasn't out, and I felt like a personal attack. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Are we gonna get on the subject of why SokAni likes femboys? I feel like that's where this is headed. Oh my goodness. Sisyphus but downwards. Listen, for so much of my life, I didn't even know that they were a thing. I didn't know that they existed. And I thought something was very wrong with me because back when I was closeted, back when I was quote unquote straight, I tried to date the opposite gender. I did. And you know what? I had a few relationships even. They weren't super long lasting. But like in terms of romantically, it was great. I could have that attraction to the feminine gender romantically. But when things got more intense, honey, I was like, oh, I don't know if I really see you that way. Every time, every relationship, and it was always a problem. And I thought, oh my god, I don't understand. I don't get it. Because I didn't like men. I was not attracted to masculinity at all. And I still am not. So I thought I was crazy. I thought something's wrong with me. I'm just not man enough, you know? So then I got stuck in this really bad cycle where I felt like I needed to be more manly, you know, more traditional, I guess, or whatever. And really beat myself up over it. But then, one day, and again, it wasn't until later in life I started discovering these things in my 20s. I believe it was the same year I came out. Actually, in 2018, I met this guy locally. It seemed like the only other, I don't know. It was crazy. I'd never met anyone like them before. I believe they were gender fluid. I think they said more specifically two-spirited or something like that. I don't know, but I'd never heard of anything like it before. And this person was like, they had bright, like red dyed hair, and like they were so just soft and feminine looking, and we hit off, and like we didn't have anything super serious going on between us, but like there was definitely an attraction I never really felt before. And then that was the pebble that started the landslide of, okay, maybe the problem, maybe what it is I'm very specifically attracted towards like feminine men. Like, it was so groundbreaking for me, that experience. I believe that was the same year I came out finally. Ciao. But of course, I took too long, and I was still very much closeted and, you know, not in a position to... Am I crying? I'm not crying. No. I was not in a position to really come out and just be with this guy like he wanted to. So he inevitably found someone else, and it's like, I totally understand, fine, whatever. But I will always be grateful for just having met him, because I didn't know people like that existed at all. Especially in where I was, where I came from. Yeah, that's my story of how SokAni discovered femboys. Attracted to, I don't know, feminine aesthetic behaviorism or whatever, but that was it for me. Now you know. And now you know, the more you know. What is this place we discovered? It was the most confusing thing, though. I wonder if I'd never met them. It's one of those butterfly effect things, you know, that I think about all the time. If I had never met this gender fluid guy, then would I still be repressed and thinking something was fundamentally wrong with me? That I was attracted to half of one gender and half of another, you know? I wonder if I would ever work it out. But doctors, that was what set me free, was realizing like the feelings I was feeling was like, oh, I'm not crazy. there's just a very specific type of person out there that I am hardwired for whatever reason. And then once I learned that like that type of person existed, it was like so freeing. That's why I love the femboys. It's not like a sex thing. It's just like, I don't know. It's just so calming and reassuring to know. To have that validation, I guess. My first boyfriend I met through Twitch, it was interesting. That's definitely an interesting story. Are you number 1 in points, Metallic? Wow. I just saw that. What are you gonna spend them on? So that area is cold for some reason, and I can't go in there. Can I go in there as a spirit? Wonder. You got me talking about myself, and now I can't focus. Let's see. Can I go through this? Probably not. Nope. I wish I could spend my Twitch points. I know. Everyone wants something to spend them on. I know. I think another revelation for me was like, again, I was so uneducated. I didn't know anything about myself or the world or anything. I only grew up with like stereotypes of gay men, right? Like on TV and in movies and stuff. And so for a long time, I was like, I'm not that. You know what I mean? I'm curious how many other men out there, like, that was their only exposure and was like, nah, I couldn't be. And then they went their whole life wondering something was wrong with them. It's like, they weren't like that. Is that another hang up that I had? And I would have family even tell me for a little bit after I came out, like, you don't look like you're gay. It's like, what? It's so weird how there's like this expectation for a very specific look or whatever. Breaking news. Not all gays are effeminate bottoms. Breaking news. Did you know? Because I didn't at that time. I didn't know it could be more layers. Literal story of my life. Oh, that you don't look like you're gay is a literal story of my life. I swear I'm the most straight passing gay to exist. Yeah, no, I dealt with the same thing. Yeah, same here, actually. And that was like such a big hurdle for me to get over. Because then I started to feel like I was crazy because, like I said, like, started to feel like, well, you know what? Maybe they got a thing going. Maybe they're right. Because I don't fit those images or whatever. But I'm only superficially attracted to women, so what's wrong with me? If only I could go back in time and say, Sokar, the reason why you were only superficially attracted to women is because you like femboys. Honey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Time to come out. Need to bring back the right ear piercing thing. That. Didn't Link have a right ear piercing? Do you feel the gayness, Vamps? I do. I feel it all around. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. This has just become frolicking in the wilderness with SokAni. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm enjoying our conversation. I am. I need one simple way to let other gays know that I'm gay without having to advertise it. Without advertising? Mhm. I don't know. Whoa, I didn't know I could climb that. I didn't know I could climb. I guess that's why I like my VTubing stuff though, is because I never really got a chance to be like very forward about that part of myself before. Like I came out as an adult, I had some of my first experiences as an adult, and here I am VTubing and for the first time ever making friends and bonding with people over some of these subjects that I never opened up about. It's like a village. I remember hanging out with a friend and then my mom goes, "Do you know your friend is gay?" I don't think he's gay, maybe a bit flamboyant. Yeah, it's weird when people assume things like that. You can't just assume. You can't just assume. You might be surprised, actually. There are totally guys out there. I knew one. One of my best friends. Okay? One of my best friends in high school had interests that were a bit more, I don't know, colorful, you know? But he was very straight. He was extremely, incredibly straight. He could not be more straight. The man was built like a football player. But like, really enjoyed, you know, just like really poppy music and like just he was so funny. He was so funny. You need a jock? Yeah, but he was like, he definitely embodied some of those stereotypes that people make up about gay men, but like, he was not gay. He was just very silly and very expressive, but also very straight. He was super fun to hang around with. Made me laugh all the time. How do I like a wisp or something? But yeah, like, so I have like a personal example of someone who is like embodies a stereotype that is not that. And that's the thing. That's absolutely a thing. There's plenty of guys out there that are just comfortable in who they are, you know? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. I wish that this game had a way to like detect and stuff. You know what I mean? Guys getting comfortable is why it's so hard to tell who's gay anymore. That is so true, actually. That is it. You're actually very right about that. Since we've been dismantling the toxic masculinity stuff, more straight guys have just been coming out and just not coming out. You know what I mean? Like, they're just more open with being openly flamboyant or whatever for the joke, you know, and then they're not. They're just no, they're just very comfortable in their sexuality. They could do anything, act any way. My best friend says more gay shit than I do, and he's 100% straight. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, like there's totally men out there who are completely straight, and they just they engage in all of that. It's quite funny. That now, like, this is the issue for us. Because for so long, you know, us gays had to live in the shadows and communicate via very clear signs and signals. How on earth do you learn to love yourself? Nova asks. Hold on, let me drink my coffee. How do you learn to love yourself? I'll tell you. Understand why you feel the way you feel. Understand what emotions are. Okay? You have to understand the mechanics behind it. Basically, that whatever you're going through, however much you are hating yourself, it will pass, first of all, because it's an emotion, it'll pass. And two, nothing happens without a cause. So, if there is some kind of stress or anxiety or worry that is causing you to feel that way by yourself, keeping you from loving yourself, being able to recognize that helps you understand that it's not your fault. And it's okay to feel the way you feel because you're dealing with shit right now. Loving yourself is not pretending you are not hurt, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Loving yourself is acknowledging all the parts of yourself. And just looking at your shadow. Looking at all the dark parts and the light parts. And being open with yourself that no part of it is good or bad. It's you. That's what loving yourself is. It is not this toxic positivity, because you'll hear some people say that. It's just learning to be happy and, you know, just being the realist you and living life for you, honey. And loving yourself is it's so much more than just buzzwords. It is It is being able to accept all of you, not just the parts that look good in like a highlight reel. You know what I mean? You have to be able to sit down with your past self, sit down with your traumatized self, your shadow self, I like to say, and love them too. That's what loving yourself is. Which I have had to do a lot of. I've had to do a lot of that. Being able to forgive my past self for not knowing enough and for making foolish decisions that hurt us in the long term. You gotta love that person too. Love, live, laugh. Live, laugh, love. Yeah, that kind of like attitude towards life, I can't stand the people just breaking down stuff into just a few words. It's not that easy. I don't know if any of that helped, but I hope I get you thinking. What if theoretically you don't really know who or what you are yet? That's okay. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. That is a myth. Perpetuated by, I would say, a very obsolete belief system that pushes us to figure out what we're supposed to do as soon as possible. This idea that you are predestined to some career or relationship or what have you. I think that it's very dangerous. And when life, the very nature of life is being present. It doesn't plan, it adapts. All life on Earth doesn't plan, doesn't premeditate, it adapts. It just is. Every plant, every animal is just doing its thing in the moment. Whatever it needs to be, it is where it is at that time. It adapts to its environment and it becomes what it needs to be where it is. That's why you have like very specific species of plants and animals that are geared to survive in very specific biomes. And I don't know, I like to take science and use it in a way that can benefit you mentally as well. When you think about life in that way, because we as humans tend to separate ourselves from everything else. We're part of it too. We're no different. Wherever you are is where you need to be, and you'll adapt. You don't need to plan. You don't need to premeditate. You don't need to be anything but who you are, where you are right now. So that's what I would say. Maybe that's the surprise answer you weren't expecting, but I think that the whole idea of expecting yourself to be anything it goes against your nature. I had to deal with that myself too. I grew up in a very religious, even conservative background, and there were a lot of expectations that were placed upon me that were either made known to me or were just kind of informally known to me. like, I gotta do X, Y, and Z. I gotta figure it out. And that set me back a lot in trying to jam myself into a jigsaw puzzle that I was not even meant to fit into. You know what I mean? And that's what you end up doing when you try to force yourself to be what you're not. Just give me better advice than either of my parents. Holy cannoli. You're very welcome. Very welcome. My 20s were my reckoning. So much happened in my 20s that made me reverse course on everything I was being prepared for, I guess. And it is a crucible, I think, for a lot of us. Once you leave, you know, the school system and you're an adult and you gotta start charting your own course, there is suddenly that craving for, like, direction because you had it all your life until that point, and then you're left kind of surprised, like, what's the rule book now? I did all the standardized testing. I got all the things. Now what am I supposed to do? I think it's completely normal to feel that way. I think you're weird if you don't. If you don't feel that way going into your 20s, you've probably been indoctrinated already, like set on a path, and you're just not thinking about it because you were taught not to. I think everyone goes through that. Because it's your nature. You break out of it once you leave it all. Once you become an adult and everything, you break out of it for a little bit. Raccoon! I was almost married at 22 years old to the first love of my life. After I broke up with him, it spent years to realize I shouldn't worry so much about doing what society says I should be doing in my 20s. I understand that as well. Another fun fact about SokAR, I'm actually polyamorous, and this will play into what I'm about to go into. The idea that you have a quote-unquote soulmate, you know, you gotta do life and end up with your high school sweetheart and have your happily ever after. Like, you have to. It's such a difficult thing to deprogram from. But I remember breaking up with, like, my first love and feeling like everything was over. I fucked up everything. And I was absolutely devastated. And it took me a long time to move on from that. And I eventually came around to the belief that that was a very harmful way to think. I no longer think that way. I don't think that there's just one person meant for me that I'm like by duty, you know, by obligation supposed to be with. I don't believe that anymore. I believe that I'm gonna meet a lot of people over the course of my life that are gonna appeal to me in different ways at different levels, and that's fine. I no longer hold myself to these arbitrary standards and expectations for romance. Pretty much monogamous, but I definitely feel that soulmates are not found, they're made. You meet someone and you become each other's soulmates over time through self-growth. Yeah, there is that bond. Whether you believe in the concept of a soulmate or not, I think that is an important belief to have. Understand you don't find them, you make them at least. That's a good lens to have. But it drove me crazy, feeling like I was going to be forever alone, never going to find true love. True love's kiss. You know, I grew up with all the Disney movies and shit. We all did. And you start to feel like as you grow older, like you're running out of time to find that magical fairy tale. And it can be pretty devastating. I'm pretty positive I'm poly as well, but don't really know how to go about telling my partner. Boy. That's an interesting one. I haven't had to deal with that because my partner and I are both, from the beginning, we communicated that to each other. We both felt the same way. That is something that I suppose if you felt strongly enough, you would need to communicate with your partner. Communication is everything. Not communicating is where you run into problems. I get way too jealous. I'm the only person to be mine and vice versa. But what is important is that we understand everyone's different. Yeah. It doesn't work with me. I don't want anyone to... I don't see myself as belonging to anyone, and I don't want anyone to feel trapped. I don't know. I feel like these are pretty hostile words to be using, because I know it's not like that for you. But, I don't know, I used to be a jealous person. And I guess going through what I did, I just got tired of holding on to things. And holding on to people. And it's what worked for me to let go. The BGM matches Vamp's moment. But it's all about what works for you, honey. I have a lot of love to give. I have abandonment anxiety. I need constant company and attention and affection, okay? Now, if you don't have all those things going on, you're probably able to do that, right? Human psychology, the brain, everything is so interesting how our experiences can shape our vulnerabilities and desires and things. And I really think that a lot of my polyamory is rooted in a lot of what I've been through. I think a lot of human sexuality and desire or otherwise is it doesn't exist in a vacuum, I guess is what I'm saying. The mind is just as much an organ as anything else in your body, you know what I mean? So, of course it's going to be affected by a variety of things, and it's going to have its own way of functioning. I've been carrying this empty torch in my jaws for so long. What's over here? I'm going to attempt to investigate things here. Doodly dee. Doobity doo. Hello, Carla. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. What I miss, super deep conversations about love, about life. Yes. I think that our society is still... we live in a society. I think that we still are dealing with a lot of the remnants of how we used to live as humans, right? Now, power comes not from blood, not from titles. Power is transferred by democracy, right? That's the prevailing system of the world. But like back in, I don't know, 1,000 years ago, less than 1,000 years ago, all the same, you know, we were very medieval, very feudal, and power was passed through titles and through marriage. And so the idea of loving someone freely just because you were like, hey, we got chemistry, that was not a thing that happened. That was not a thing that was allowed. When you got married in like the 1200s or something, it was because there was an arrangement to gain power and property and wealth, and titles needed to be exchanged, right? Monarchies and their heirs and stuff needed to be assured. And it wasn't until we always lived in a society, it wasn't until all those systems came undone and, you know, we were no longer living in a world where those things were the only way to advance. But now that they're gone, now that we have a bit more freedom, now we can love who we want. Now we can take whatever jobs we want, provided we got the education. Right? Depending on your country, your system of government, and the laws, and blah, 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 blah. You know, access to that education is a whole other thing. But all the same, we're not as bound by, you know, you're born this way into this household, into this family, this is what you're going to be. That's changed a lot. And I think a lot of the human concept of love has changed a lot as a result of you know, no longer used as a tool in that way. And so we're still decompressing from a lot of that. And each generation has had, I think, a bit more freedom than the last. And we're still undoing things. But yeah, it's a whole topic. It's a whole subject I could go into. About, you know, how the concept of romance was just relatively new. Could you imagine having like your marriage arranged for you and you're gay, but you have to go through with it? I feel like I'm 100% positive that happened. But that was how we did shit back in the day for a long time. That's why, that leads me to segue into another subject. Crusader Kings 3. I love that game. I love that game. Using the power of love to dominate the world. Through arranged political marriages and alliances. But I mean, aside from the video game version of it, like that's fun, but the real life version probably wasn't as fun. Probably not. But I mean, for so much of human civilization, that's how we did it. Everything was decided by your birth. It's crazy to have everything decided by RNG, by dice rolls, basically. that decided who was in power, who got what. Had to prove I couldn't get married to my whole family. Now I'm happy. Yeah. Random note, when I came out to my aunt, she was like, oh honey, I've known since you were a kid. Some of them, it's interesting, some people will have reactions like that, right? I didn't want to get in an arranged marriage. Well, good for you for... Yeah, good for you. I'm all about that free love, honey. It's the only thing worth fighting for, the only thing worth living for. I'm thankful we live at a time where we can pursue it. Where power derives from the consent of the governed. So that we can live our lives. Ideally. We're not there yet perfectly, but I mean, for the most part. I don't know where we are, by the way, in this fog, in this mist. Where are we? Where are we gone? Where have we run off to? We have truly gone off into the, like, edge of the world. But I don't care. I'm having a good time. Having a good time. This game needs a compass, I think. I love talking with you guys. And do a lot of fun. I like that we can talk about anything. We can be silly, we can be serious. It's nice to have like a space like this. I'll get rid of this torch, I don't want it. I do like hearing differing opinions from my own. Yeah, in a healthy environment where, yeah, we're just talking. I feel very strongly that all human conflict stems from misunderstanding. That's what it is. A lack of communication and misunderstanding, which leads to fear, which leads to hate. You know, Yoda got it right. You should listen to Yoda. It's time for another break. Get up, stretch. Do it. Do it. I will be back in a few minutes. Be good. Mwah. Hi, honey, hello. I got some more. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream. Did you know that they had like a sour variety of Pez candy? I'm eating the watermelon one right now. This is really good. Pez, oh my god, I love Pez. It's such a simple candy. I like it. I like simple candies. You know what you're getting. You know what you're in for. It communicates itself pretty well, pretty plainly. There was a question in the chat earlier, just before I left, about my personal religious beliefs, which I'm fine. I'm okay answering. I think my only rule against like religious stuff in the chat was like people who come in and like proselytize and stuff like that. But I'm comfortable sharing. I don't particularly believe in anything personally, although I grew up in a very Southern Baptist upbringing. It's been an interesting journey, very interesting. Let me just activate this. I also grew up. I was on the path to become a pastor, believe it or not. I came a long way from all of that. And I have nothing against people who have religious belief, because I've seen religious belief in people and manifest in positive ways. Give them something to hold on to. My mom is a very religious woman. We had our differences, but you know, it gave her hope. It gave her something, and I can't fault her for that. I'm not angry or anything about that. Anyone having any kind of belief. Pastor SokAni. Yeah, now I'm leading a different cult. I'm leading a VTuber cult instead. And that's not to say I don't have some kind of moral compass, some kind of interpretation of who I am in the midst of all of this. Ooh, portal! The way I see it is the universe is vast and infinite. It is very empty. But it's not something to be distressed about. I see it as a blank canvas. This existence. It is not meaningless. The meaning is in the potential. And I think that so much of humanity has spent so much time debating on what this is, that we don't think about what this life could be. And I don't know what ism that is that I am, but I feel like the universe is big enough and empty enough that we are the biggest things in it. I am the biggest thing in it. And maybe that's a very self-centered view of the universe. It is. Whether that's good or bad is up to you. Hi Teddy, hello, hi. We're having some chats. But again, a lot of that is derivative of my experiences. There's no, I don't believe there is a fundamentally wrong answer here. I don't think that there is a wrong answer. I think that one thing we can all agree on, regardless of our walk of life, is that love is the most fundamental binding force that transcends everything. And all the rest is up to interpretation. All the rest, all the scripture and the dogma, you know, we can debate until the end of time. But the most important thing is that we use our existence to create, and to build, construct, and to love, and connect. I believe that is each and every one of our purpose. I think it's what we're quote unquote meant to do, but not by any entity. I made a portal and I didn't go in it. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. I went on my own journey. Do I believe there's a higher being out there but not God's? I mean, it's all speculation. No one really knows for sure. Whether there is or isn't. I don't know. Would that be agnostic? Whether there is or isn't doesn't really affect me, I guess. And I feel like if there is a creator, then that creator would want us to live a life worth living, worth observing. You know what I mean? It's the same as you playing The Sims or anything. Don't you want your Sims to be happy? Unless you're one of those crazy ones that wants to take away the ladder from the pool. And I feel like whether there is or isn't anything out there, it's like, I don't think that's as important a question as the one that follows it. Which is, what does it mean for you? What if we're all just Sims? Sim stream when? I've always wanted to do a Sim stream. What does this do? Where does it go? Oh, this is just like part of our little portal network. I see we got going on. I don't think we really need that. So that's sort of my personal exposition about it, and I know it's crazy. I have such a vast theological background, and to have all of that knowledge in my head and to come around to this idea that we've overcomplicated it. It's such a crazy trip that I've been on. What is this? I don't know. I don't know. I live by a principle. Hello! Hello, Volk. Volk, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. A husky. Bark, bark. Woof, woof. My fellow canine. I live by the principle of do as thou wilt, but harm ye none. Okay? Do whatever you want, just don't hurt anyone. And you can believe whatever you want to believe. That's what I think. That's the closest thing to dogma, I guess, that I have. Whoa! Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're responding to the person in the chat. Okay. People buy the whole Sims and deal. I still haven't gotten any of the Sims DLCs, by the way. I still play base game. Even though I've heard people swear up and down that that game can only be fully enjoyed if you have, like, all 50 billion DLCs. Maybe I should use the portal. I keep going in circles and there's nothing to do out here. There's a red trail over there and over there. I should probably do my objectives, huh? You're talking to yourself. Yeah. Oh, I do that all the time too. Crazy thing is, chat. Back in that day, when SokAni was still finding himself, I almost went away on like a mission or whatever they call it. I can't remember where it's somewhere in South America. Almost dead. And then, oh well, then I came out as gay, and that threw a wrench in everything. And then they wanted to send me to conversion therapy camp. So, you know, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. You know what? No regrets. No regrets at all. I have led an interesting life. Go back to Mosswood. I want to go back. Woo. Get out of this rainy, mountainous land. Flight Sim has $1,000 worth of DLCs. Really? I didn't even know Flight Simulator had DLC. I play Flight Simulator. Wow. Didn't even know. Oh, I didn't even know. Train Simulator is also like 1,000 plus with DLC. Damn. Back in my day, games were fully assembled. And you played that shit on day one and it worked. And whenever they did announce something extra, it was called an expansion pack, which was almost like a whole other game. You remember? Now it's like, ah, sir, your burger. Ah, but you have to pay for the top bun, the bottom bun, the lettuce, the tomato, the patty, the cheese, the pickles, all separately. How much of your burger would you like today? And it may or may not be consumable. We might have to take it back to the kitchen and let it cook for a little bit longer. As you know, bugs. That's how games are cooked now. Any dev that releases a game with day one DLC, they should be shut down. That's what they do though. They do like the pre-order stuff, and they're like, if you pre-order the season pass, you'll get access to the upcoming DLCs. You know? They did that with Civilization 7. I think they call it the Founders Pack, and it caused a lot of controversy more recently because then they did away with the Founders Pack and came out with the Settlers Edition. It was a whole thing. I was reading the comments of it, and everyone was so upset. They were so mad. Like, wow, you're giving people a discounted price. You're discounting everything that we had to pay full price for. And you're just completely re-releasing it, and it's not even done. It is pretty dumb. And I know I had played Civ 7 on the channel, but that product came with what was it? Some CPU that I got. I upgraded my computer, and CPU came with like it comes with Civ 7. Like, okay, fine, I guess, whatever. But I don't think I would encourage anyone to spend $100 or whatever just to unlock Great Britain. That was another thing. Oh, it's so bad. I enjoyed the first age of Civ 7, but everything after that is... Anyways, I'm gonna go on a rant. I'm gonna go on a rant and a ramble if I don't stop myself. But I do think, I will just say this, Civilization 5 was the peak of the franchise. Civilization 6 was a departure, but I still really enjoyed it. Not as much as 5, but I really enjoyed it. I got hundreds of hours on it. 7, I played like a couple times and then put down. But Civ 5 was the summit, okay? It was. I have no complaints. Not a single thing to say about Civ 5 negatively. And you can even look at the Steam reviews. Like, they're all overwhelmingly positive. And then Civ 6 is like, mostly positive. And then 7 is like, mixed. So, I mean, I feel like I am a man of the people. With my feelings towards that. I haven't played a Civ game since Civ 5 was the best. It was, yes. I missed the leader screens. They were so cool. I'll never forget, like, George Washington. Whenever you declare war on George Washington, he, like, very ominously steps forward, and he's like, "You've mistaken our love for peace as weakness." Like, whoa. Whoa, George Washington. Oh. Calm down. Like, each leader had like such themed dialogue for their civilization. I loved it so much. And then, like, you would hear their theme. Like, so whenever America went to war, you would hear America the Beautiful, but with like more military style. They changed it up a little bit. It was cool. Like, the music was so dynamic. I loved it. Georgie was no match for the peaceful man Gandhi. Oh yeah! If for anyone who doesn't know, so in the Civilization series, the leader of the India civilization, Gandhi, had a bug in the first Civilization game. I believe it was the first one. First or second, I think it was the first. Where his like warmongering modifier or something was like accidentally set to negative a negative number, negative integer, and it like bugged him out and made him not peaceful, the exact opposite. And late game, he would build nukes like crazy. And I think it was a bug that they kept in the games. I don't know if they removed. I wonder if they removed it from 7. I wouldn't know. I didn't play that far. But it was kind of a running joke with the fans that like he would be super peaceful until the modern age. I really liked watching I liked doing the space race stuff. I always enjoyed the space race victory. Civ 4 had a really cool expansion called Civilization Beyond the Sword. One of my favorite expansions. And it added a ton of new content. And one of the things was like a more in-depth space program. You could like decide what your spaceship would look like. And depending on your choices, you could like make it go faster, but maybe it would be more prone to failure. It was really cool. I don't know why they got rid of it. It was really cool. Like, I loved it. Let me design the actual starship. You don't remember that? Yeah, it was cool. You could like sabotage the other civs' ships while they were still being built in the pad or whatever. There was like a whole construction phase of the starship that you could like do espionage, and it was really cool. Deltarune's Rita 4 isn't supported on Nintendo Switch? I haven't played. I know of it. I haven't even played Undertale. I know, I can hear the collective gasp. I know it's all the internet ever talks about. They love those games. They love them. How much time we got left? We got... Oh, you guys, I gotta go soon. We do have another stream tonight between 8 o'clock and 8:30. Whenever we're ready. But myself, Annie, and Daly are going to be playing Roadcraft tonight. So be sure to tune in for that next stream. But it is 8:30, not my time. Look at the time in the top right corner of the screen. It's currently 7:33 for me. For me. You're blind? Well, look, it's the perfect spot to end stream. So we rest until another day. I'm gonna take us out to the sanctuary. That's the wrong button. I just like randomly shifted in front of you. Did you guys enjoy the stream? I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed frolicking around with me in the spirit of the north. Roadcraft is pretty neat. Roadcraft looks fun. Well, guys, you know, you come back in about half an hour or so. I'll show you how fun it is. I always end up crashing at some point, and then Annie and Daly laugh at me because I can't keep my truck right set up. Oh, I will be here. You better be here. You better be. Wrong lever. Always end up my fox cave in a den like that. So cute. Yeah, this game is adorable. Even if there's parts of it that are frustrating, I might take a little bit of a break from it because I don't know what I'm doing. It just kind of turned into a just chatting stream. But maybe we'll come back to it once I know what I'm supposed to do. Roadcraft happening? Yeah. About a half an hour to an hour. If you come back here, we'll be roadcrafting. And if you haven't, you should follow. You should subscribe. You should like. You should. If you're at least 18 years of age or older, we have a Discord in the description below. And if you want to check up on more stuff that I've been doing, that I'm gonna be doing, you can check up on my schedule at socarstarfire.com. Did you know I have a website? What else? What else do I need to tell you? Other than how wonderful you are. Played both Spirit of the North, so I could probably help next time if you got some questions. I would love to have some help in this game. I wish this game was multiplayer. Probably have you in the background when I play Sky. Do it! Do it! Do it. Okay. However, it is that time. It is that time. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Remember that you deserve to be loved. And honey, you deserve to be happy. Okay? Alright? And I'm extremely proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. We are a little over halfway through the week. The weekend will be here before you know it, okay? Alright? Be good. I will be back. For those of you watching live, I'll be back shortly. Until next time. Bye. Bye-bye.